It's not really a podcast today. It's just Tyler and I kicking it,
That's right,
answering
baby.
your questions. Welcome to Seven Figure Entrepreneur Podcast. We are going to go over some questions today. It's a little bit different. So we made a couple posts on IG in the last few days here, just kind of to see what you guys wanted to hear. We got a good response. So yeah, let's dig into that. This one is definitely for Tyler. It's
Perfect.
It's from Jagger, and it's totally not a real question, but I'm going to read it anyway.
Love Jagger.
I've always wondered how they get the cheese inside the cheesy bread. If you could clear that up, I'd really appreciate that. Thanks. I'd also
you know
like
what,
to
man? That's been a mystery for centuries. I don't think I'm the man to solve that one. So I apologize, Jagger.
What were the other ones? The like getting the caramel in the caramel bar. That was the one. That was a commercial.
Yeah, I think that was the legendary one.
All right. So this one is from, I think his name is Brandon.
I love that Jagger sent that though.
It's Brandon here.
We had a good little bike ride back in Vancouver there a few weeks ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Romance.
A little Stanley Park.
Oh, dude, that's a
Can't buy
scenic
rollerblades in
ride.
that city.
Anyone who is not from Vancouver and has never done that, if you do come to Vancouver, you got to do it. If it's not raining,
Absolutely,
because it's pretty cool. All right, what process do you use to test multiple angles for ads, sales letters, landing pages? Do you create campaign funnel structure in software, Sheets, Trello, whatever, to help keep track of the ideas? Keep track of the ideas, the flow of the customer journey, and how it works and what doesn't. So basically, he's just asking if we have a system for how we do fucking everything.
So there's pieces of that. I would say like what we do is not a perfect science either. As far as like quick and dirty pages, we use Unbounce. Unbounce is pretty cool. You can throw up pages quick. It still stays on your same domain, which is dope. And you can fire them up literally in minutes. Plus they have like all the A/B split testing that you can do on there. Gabe, for his stuff, he does a lot of custom landing pages. And then maybe you want to talk a little bit on the ad front, because with Facebook, it's such a tricky beast.
Yeah, so you're talking email, right, for Unbounce and everything like that?
Paid traffic too.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So kind of what I do is I'm more of like a mass put it up and let Facebook decide for me. So I'll run multiple landing pages, but I don't really split test landing pages in terms of using a tracker to like rotate the landing pages in, because I found that Facebook doesn't like that. So I'll manually do it. Like I'll set up like, let's say landing page A and B, I'll run the exact same ad and ads to the exact same lander and just kind of like let them ride and see what comes out on top. You should be able to get a good enough idea of that based off like page EPC, conversion rate, so on and so forth. And I find like, and I know that's like such a lazy way to do it, but I found it's good enough and it works well for me. The other way I do with ads is I kind of rely on dynamic ads. That way, if you don't know what a dynamic ad is, you can drop in like 10 images or 10 videos. You can do multiple headlines. I think it's 5 headlines, and then you can do 5 text like above the image or the video. And then you can do multiple call to actions and stuff. The other thing you can't do multiple of is landing pages or pre-sale pages, whatever you want to call. So that works really well for me because Facebook kind of decides. And then from there, once I see one that's like popping, I'll cut down everything that's not converting well, and then make another dynamic ad with, let's say, 2 image variations or 2 video variations, 2 text variations, 1 headline, and then 1 call to action. Because over time, you'll eventually see the winners in there. And the whole point of that is just to make, because what Facebook I notice it'll do is, let's say there's 10 images there, it's going to keep throwing money at each one of those images, like slightly, to see which one's converting, see if any of the other ones may start converting better. But what that does is it pushes your CPL up or your CPA up, and we don't want that. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll even rename images, and I'll put 5 of the exact same image in because I know that image works better. So it's basically tricking the system, and then you do get rewarded a little bit on Facebook for running dynamic, and it's a win-win. So that's kind of how I do it.
Yours.
It's just how I do it, man. It's no secret sauce or anything like that.
It is funny though how Facebook works and how you can play with like little things like that, but it makes a difference at the end of the day.
Yeah, you know what's interesting about Facebook, um, I'm not sure if other people see this, but I feel like it's a game of numbers in a sense. Like, sure,
Mm,
a certain image will convert well. Yes, certain headlines will convert well, and so on and so forth. But if you put 10 of the exact same ad up, one of those or two of those is going to pop way more than the others. And I think it really comes
yeah.
down to deliverability and engagement out of the gate, which it's good if you understand that, but it's not like native where it's just like black and white, like this works, this doesn't, push
Mm,
this, don't push that. And I also find another tip, sorry, I'm going to keep going here, is I find that sometimes a creative that's not working, all of a sudden Facebook's just like, yeah, that's the one, starts hitting it hard, and that's going to be your best creative. But prior weeks to that, it was not working at all. It almost hits a certain level of, I wouldn't say it's engagement so much, but it's also Facebook's like, oh, maybe the people do like this. We're going to give this some higher quality traffic and test it. And then once you hit that traffic, you're just like, good, you're off to the races. You can beat that thing up for months.
wow, that's interesting, man. It's
Yeah.
so funny. Like when you think about traditional media buying and how we used to run everything, it was just so much different. You could split test every single variable, serve it like on its own equally. Whereas Facebook just does what Facebook does. But at the end of the day, you do come out with these winners, and often like the result surprises you.
Yeah. And and I think that that's kind of the way that I view it as well. Like I'm sure that there's very traditional media buyers on Facebook
Mm,
um, that do it very based off metrics and black and white style, more like native, and they're very successful. Like I know agencies do it that way a lot of the time.
hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's just what works for me. So
Makes sense. I know for a
yeah,
split testing tool too, one thing Ryan's used on our offer is Google has a lot of free tools that you can actually use. So if you don't want to pay unbalanced, whatever it is, it's pretty cheap. And I think it's worth it. We use it. I think we have like the biggest account that it can possibly give you. But if you just want to do it on Google and build all your pages manually, that's good too. The one thing that prevents us from using stuff like Visual Website Optimizer and tools like that is sometimes we noticed it shows like a weird screen right before it loads the content, or it loads the other content first. And people see that. And we found it drags page speed time. And anytime your speed is delayed, your conversions are lower. It is
yeah,
what it is. So we try to have the quickest, fastest, lightweight pages possible. And obviously I don't make those, but when
yeah,
Ryan does it or the stuff Gabe makes, like we try to keep as bare bones as possible, because the faster you load the page, the higher your conversion rate is going to be.
yeah. And my pages are just super simple HTML. Like there's nothing really in there. I usually like there's no real scripts. There's nothing. The only script in there is probably the Facebook pixel code that
Yeah.
sometimes I drop in. It's pretty basic. All right, let's see what else we got. We'll answer a quick and easy one here, and then
Ooh,
yeah. Could you recommend affiliate networks with lead gen offers for tier 1/2
traffic.
besides the US? Oh, is he?
Oh,
I don't have an answer to that. I only run
tier one
USA.
slash two, like country. So I guess
I'm
that UK,
assuming.
Australia,
Yeah.
Canada. I know a lot of like, man, what I'm trying to scratch my brain on this one.
There's an affiliate company out of Toronto that's pretty good.
It's all
What is it
Nutra though,
called?
I think, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
Man, their name escapes me. I know there's
Yeah,
Commerce2 Media.
if you
You know the
guys
ones
find
that,
one, let me know.
yeah. Man, what is that one in Toronto? I forget the name of it.
Brian Higgins passed me on to it. I totally
Like
forget what
the
it
tip of my
was.
tongue. One thing you can do though is you can run ClickBank offers in those countries, because at the end of the day, a lot of
Yep.
those ClickBank offers, they're paying you per sale, right? So as
Hmm.
long as the customer is paying, it's good. And one thing I've noticed, and like I know we've talked about this before, when you start advertising in different countries, you see traffic costs literally drop. Like one strategy that we've kind of thought of is building out, car insurance, for example, is a huge offer in our world. There's
Hmm.
companies doing 300,000, 400, $500,000 a day in revenue on car insurance. Plus they're mining that data on the back end. We thought about, setting up that type of offer in another country. Now to do that, obviously you need to build an infrastructure and everything, but just with the cost of traffic and just how well this traffic responds to ads compared to the US population, like there'd be millions of dollars in it for sure, minimum.
I like millions of dollars. That works for me. That works for me. Okay, let me see here. What else do we got cooking? This one could be a quick one here. How do I get started in lead gen? Any lead gen networks formed like for affiliate marketing you would recommend? So affiliate marketing is basically lead gen, or lead gen is affiliate marketing, I guess. Um,
I guess lead gen
on certain
specifically, because there's like
levels, it depends.
e-com and stuff like that.
Yeah. What I do, it's mostly affiliate stuff. So I'm gonna shout out the Day Brothers because they got a good Facebook group called Affiliate Ask Us Anything. And I kind of push people that way. They also, because there's a lot of people doing affiliate lead gen in there, as their course is also mostly lead gen related. I'm
Yeah.
95% sure on that.
They're actually, we've worked with their data before. It's been solid. And we're actually mailing some of their offers right now, and it's working pretty damn well.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got their own network now, don't they?
Yeah.
So my best bet would probably go peek around in there. It's Affiliate Ask Us Anything group on Facebook. Also watch their YouTube channel. There's some videos on there, not a lot, but they're the ones that are on there are pretty solid. And buy a course, man. Just trying to get the rundown of it. I don't have one.
Yeah.
I've talked about one for like 12 fucking years, but I don't have one.
13.
They have
All right,
one.
the marriage slowed you down.
Yeah, no, just me being a lazy fuck slowed me down. I get focused on the money, Tyler, and I don't get focused on the bigger long-term money.
Hence this whole podcast.
Dude, seriously. This is not the money.
Yeah. But it's fun.
This is not the money. But they're a good place to start. Tyler, do you have any recommendations?
It kind of depends on like the type of offers you want to go at. If it's like lead gen stuff, like obviously like Suited Connector's great. They have a ton of different stuff. Wisdom's great.
Their affiliate managers are kind of a little fucking crazy though. I don't know if I would recommend Suited Connector. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, friend.
They will never watch this, so we're good.
That's true. But Suited, Wisdom would be cool. I'm trying to think.
Common Acquire. Common Acquire is good. They got a mass variety of stuff.
They have a bunch of different stuff. And honestly, too, like the Day Brothers are really bringing us good stuff to the table. I think they would probably be more prone to like working with people who are newer as well, and provide some support, because you're probably not going to get that at most places. So I would actually give them a shout out for sure. Good call, man.
Yeah, I also think that they dropped like a quick start course that was a little bit cheaper. Like I want to say it was much cheaper than their original course. So you also have a better in if you buy one of their products, commit to them and say like, hey guys, give me your offer. I just bought your course.
That's right. Make sure.
I'm not saying you have to, but
only if you want to be successful. No, I'm just kidding. I've never heard of. Actually, I wish I've gone through their course, because then I can tell you if it's good or not. But I know those guys.
I've done some of it. Well. Some of it. Brendan's done it. We could ask him, but he probably doesn't remember shit. So anyway. But we are going to do a part 2 of this video, guys. This is all we got time for right now, but we will hit you on the next one. Talk to you soon.